So pattern blocks are a longtime favorite of mine. They're manipulative that can be used in algebra and geometry classes. And each edge of these pattern blocks is 1 inch in length. Okay, this is my little work mat here, so you can see the square has a 1 inch side length. And the nice thing is that all of the angles on these shapes are multiples of 30. So on the little tan rhombus, the acute angles are 30 degrees, the obtuse angles are 150. Equilateral triangle, of course, 60 degrees on each acute angle. Square, 90s, of course. On the hexagon, or excuse me, the blue rhombus, rather, we've got acute angles of 60, obtuse angles of 120. And on the red trapezoid, isosceles trapezoid, acute angles of 60, obtuse angles of 120. And of course, the regular hexagon has obtuse angles of 120. So they're really fascinating shapes. I encourage you to look them up online. Simon Gregg has done some wonderful things with pattern blocks. He put together this really cool book. I encourage you to look it up. I'll include a link for it from the Association of Teachers of Mathematics. And it's a wonderful book about working with pattern blocks. So I love pattern blocks. I've used them for years with my students for both exploratory lessons and also just for play. But I also love paper folding, so I was trying to think of a way to create pattern blocks using just paper folding. All right, so here's what we've got. We're going to start off with a 3-inch by 3-inch square piece of paper. All right, and if you start off with a 3-inch by 3-inch square, this will yield pattern blocks that have those 1-inch side lengths. Okay. So what you're going to do each time is you're going to fold an equilateral triangle from this square, and I credit Paula Krieg for showing me how to do this. So your first move is to fold in half vertically, okay? And then you're going to bring the bottom left-hand corner onto that center fold, that midline, such that we get a nice crisp point through this bottom right-hand corner right here. All right, so go ahead and give that a crease, and you're going to reverse that. So now bring the bottom right-hand corner up, and you can kind of use this fold as a guide. Get that on that center fold and get this fold on the diagonal there. And again, nice point through the bottom left. And then you're going to take a pair of scissors, and what you're going to do is you're going to now cut. So again, this is the way the paper was oriented. Just flip it over 180, and you're going to cut along that flap as a guide. Okay, you can discard that, and then open it back up, and now fold this flap back over, and again cut along that edge as a guide. All right, so you can discard those two scrap pieces, and then when you open this up, you've got yourself an equilateral triangle. All right, so I'm actually going to stop the video there. Go ahead and get yourself 6 of these equilateral triangles prepped and ready to go, and then I'll show you how to yield each of the pattern blocks from those equilateral triangles.